asked ChatGPT to search every credible source, especially peer-reviewed research, on the topic, and this is what it came back with.
There is scientific evidence suggesting that certain forms of electromagnetic radiation, including Wi-Fi, which uses microwave frequencies in the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz ranges, may increase the permeability of the blood-brain barrier, BBB, under specific conditions. Here's a breakdown of what's currently known. Scientific findings. 1. Animal studies. A 2003 Swedish study by Salford et al. Found that rats exposed to 915 MHz radiofrequency radiation, similar to mobile and Wi-Fi frequencies, showed leakage of albumin into brain tissue, suggesting that the BBB was compromised. Other studies replicated these findings, showing temporary BBB disruption after EMF exposure. 2. Mechanism hypothesized. EMFs may cause oxidative stress and the production of reactive oxygen species, ROS. This oxidative damage may disrupt tight junctions in the BBB, making it more permeable. There's also discussion around voltage-gated calcium channels, VGCCs, being affected, which could lead to neuroinflammation and altered barrier function. Number 3. Wi-Fi. Specifically, while Wi-Fi typically uses lower power output than a cell phone held to the head, chronic exposure in close proximity, like sleeping next to a router or having a device on your lap constantly, is under investigation. A 2015 study published in Electromagnetic Biology and Medicine found changes in brain tissue and BBB permeability in rats after exposure to 2.5 GHz Wi-Fi radiation. Mainstream caution. Mainstream institutions like the WHO and FCC do not officially recognize Wi-Fi radiation as harmful to the BBB, citing inconsistent data and insufficient human studies.
Of course.
However, most of the skepticism is based on lack of long-term, large-scale human studies, not a lack of biological plausibility. Why this matters? If the BBB becomes permeable, harmful substances like heavy metals, pathogens, and toxins can enter the brain more easily. This could contribute to neurodegenerative diseases, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, mood disorders, autoimmune brain conditions. What you can do: use Ethernet when possible. Turn off Wi-Fi at night. Use EMF shielding paint or router guards. Don't sleep with your phone near your head. Ground yourself daily to reduce oxidative stress. Barefoot outside, grounding mats, etc. Bottom line: yes, there is legitimate concern that Wi-Fi and EMF radiation can affect the blood-brain barrier, especially with chronic exposure. The mainstream might...
If you take a cell phone that's turned on and you hold a bottle of water, particularly glass is better, but if you hold a bottle of water in your hand and have somebody approach you, you can literally feel the water start buzzing with energy. And remember, your body is a healthy person, 65 to 70% water, but by molecular count, if you count all the molecules in your body, you're 99% water by molecular count, which means you are picking up and responding to every single electromagnetic frequency in the environment.
They're not just poisoning the water supply with fluoride and PFAS and forever chemicals and pharmaceuticals and even liquefied dead people via aquamation. They're irradiating the water supply to make people sick. And this is a well-known consequence of EMF exposure. It's not just that they're pumping radiation into the air. It basically gets transferred into the water molecules, and that gets transferred into your body and has a huge impact on the molecular chemistry and the biochemistry that's responsible for keeping you healthy. And so cell towers and cell phones are much more dangerous than people think. A lot of people think they're safe and effective like the vaccines, but what we're finding out is that basically most of this technology that we're being exposed to isn't safe or effective at all. With the vaccines, we're looking at 10 pages of side effects. But with this EMF technology, cell phones, cell towers, and the like, the consequences are potentially much higher.
Well, there you go, folks. There it is. I don't know what more to say to you other than we need to stop these towers. We need to stop these small cells immediately down every street in New Zealand.